welcome back to my channel. If you like how I do things, hit subscribe and comment giveaway down below, and I will get you guys signed up into my free reading giveaway. And same goes to my members. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and dedication to my channel. Real quick, I did just want to say I have a stellar deal going on, you guys. It's 35 minutes for $20. You guys hook it up, because everything that you want to know, I got it for you. Now, if you want to split that up into 2 sessions, you can totally do that too, so just let me know. I have a class coming up I wanted to tell you about real quick, and it is an intuition, manifestation, an identification about your human design and your ESP abilities. It tells you everything you need to know about you, your abilities, and where you're going. This class is going to be launching, middle of the month. So if you want to get in now, I'm going to give you guys a 20% discount of getting in early, okay? If you want more information, let me know. I can certainly get you all signed up into that, okay? If you want a free human design report, it gives you a kind of an intro of that, and I can certainly hook you up with that for free. So if you're interested in a human design report that gives you kind of an intro to the class and what this is all about, let me know. I will hook you up. I just need to know your name, your date of birth, and where you were born, all right? So if any of you are interested in that, let me know. If you're interested in that killer deal, let me know that as well, all right? And otherwise, let's get into your reading. Aquas, welcome to your March reading. We're going to take a look at love, money, self-care, and the retrograde, how those are affecting you, and suggested actions to take, all right? Hopefully this retrograde isn't kicking your ass too much. It's been really interesting and kind of a doozy for me especially. So I hope you guys are well and hanging in there. All right, let's take a look at love. All right, we've got Queen of Swords, and we've got 5 of Cups. So boy, you're definitely not giving any pieces of the cookie. It's all or nothing. All right, so, yeah, you're very particular right now about where your energies are going in this department, okay? I kind of get the feeling you're, in a sense, a teensy bit direct, not necessarily cold, but firm and direct with what you desire, and I'm under the impression that some of you are coming away from a relationship, or are actually trying to almost prove a lesson to somebody that you care about, or that has maybe gotten themselves in a jam. You've kind of, the roles have kind of reversed a little bit, and you're kind of showing them what it feels like to have a little bit of their, to take a little bit of a sip from their own cup of tea, okay? So that's the feeling I'm getting in the love department. So let's see what happens. So there was some kind of a conflict over a choice that you guys were trying to make together, and it was taken personally, is the feeling I'm getting. And it really affected maybe a goal or an idea that one of you had in mind, and it was very important to one of you. And I'm assuming that the conflict is a disagreement on how it would make one of you happy, okay? But however, one of you makes extremely happy to the point it's actually affecting what you want to do in your relationship. Damn. Suggested actions to take. The Page of Pentacles. So you guys need to come back together and sit down and talk about this again. Put all the pieces out there. No conflict, you can have your passion, but make it constructive, okay? Put your energies out there to find a solution. And if this is your person, then you're here to grow. You can't find unity without understanding all perspectives, even if you agree or like it or not. And vice versa, it has to happen. So this isn't about fighting over who's right or who's wrong. It's about understanding why you both feel this way and how you can pull the pieces of each part of each side to come together, and then you feel amazing because you've accomplished that, okay? It's a lesson. It's a test. Don't fail the test. Don't quit. Find out how to embrace it and challenge that shit, okay? And overcome it, because you guys got this. It's just that you're incredibly powerful and incredibly strong when it comes to your desires. So there's a reason you're both like that. But work together, okay, for sure. All right, let's take a look at money and see where money's at. Six of Wands. King of Swords. So this is feeling very I get the feeling like you have some support right now, okay? I am under the impression that you are able to communicate pretty well in this department. Some of you have walked away from a situation or are coming back to a situation, okay? Because we're in retrograde, this is a little tricky for me. I don't want to make any firm, definitive suggestions because it's very possible something temporarily has happened to where you kind of took a bit of a gap there, or a separation from that energy to take care of yourself, okay? Some self-care, which is necessary, especially right now in retrograde. That's the whole point of it. And coming back into that energy at a little bit later time. It's also very possible that you are coming back to an opportunity that you maybe left in the past, or that you maybe thought you didn't want to pursue, but in the end you have decided this is what I want to do. For some of you, that realization has not happened yet, okay? Or you're stuck in that realization. You're not really sure what to do. Because I feel like you're in a sense of comfort. You have a comfortable situation right now. Or you're stable enough, to go back to a situation. Maybe you're going back to something that you really, really are passionate about, and you had to get kind of to a position where you were more stable before you could go back to that, okay? Suggested action to take. Seven of Swords in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. So this is about making sure that you've got all of your pieces covered. You're very aware of all of the aspects of what your goal is, and you're willing to do what it takes to make sure you've even got backup. You've got a plan B. So this is talking about making sure you are seeing all the pieces and putting in the effort of getting all of the plans together and made accordingly, okay? You are weighing out the pros and cons. You're deciding some options and directions on which way to go, and you are eliminating any possible restrictions, okay? Being straightforward with everything as well. What I'm seeing is it's almost like in money you were kind of taken advantage of, or something was taken from you wrongfully for some of you, and the justice is kind of coming back around to serve you well. For some of you, I am picking up on that. Four of Cups, and it really, for some of you, it really broke you to have that happen. So my feelings go out for you, for those of you who had that situation. But overall, I see things going into a much more positive aspect, especially if you've been spending a lot of time manifesting where you want your finances to go. If you haven't, do so. That will help tremendously. Okay, now let's take a look at self-care. Seven of Wands. The Hierophant in reverse. So I feel like you're kind of setting yourself up to put things out of your reach because of going the unconventional route. feel like if you kind of look at the processes and allow yourself to follow in what works, okay, what you've established in the past works, you may, okay, for example, if you are feeling like you are unable to get what you want because it's out of your reach, or because there's all these steps that have to be taken, or because you're not exactly sure how it's going to happen, then my suggestion is to go in the direction that you know works and has worked for you in the past. So if in the past you wrote out all of your concerns and fears and just put them on a piece of paper and folded up and put it over here, or whether or not the way that you manifest into your life is by writing a journal of all of the things that you want, putting your intentions into it every single day. Whatever's worked for you in the past is what I'm seeing you need to do moving forward here. Because the reason I say that is because you're almost putting things out of reach by yourself, by going after, by going in a way that you're unfamiliar with, and then you're not sure if it works. But you do know if you've, God damn, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the words out here. Let me give you an example. The way that I like to manifest is I write it all down. I write it all down and I give myself that intention, and then I set, the 5 times 55 rule, where you write down, you write down what you want and your intentions 55 times for 5 days, or you could do 5 times for 55 days. Honestly, it's whatever works for you. The point is putting that intention constantly into something. That's what brings things into me. Letting go of my worry, my higher expectations that might limit it. The list goes on and on. I have several different rules of thumb that I use. The point is, don't use a way that you don't know if it works when you might have a way that has in the past. It's about, retrograde brings you back into that space so that you can identify your unique abilities to do things and to bring what you want into your life. So this is kind of an opportunity to show you, well, I did it this way and that didn't come to me, but when I did it that way, it did. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Sorry, that was so hard to get out. Okay. Any suggested actions when it comes to retrograde? I mean, to self-care. Manifestation. These cards are kind of incorporating self-care and retrograde. They're going hand in hand here for you. I'm seeing that this time period for you is bringing you back into a space for you to identify how it works for you and how you manifest, how you bring your abundance into your life. If you just stop and give yourself a little bit of time, every time you give yourself some self-care, you enhance your power abilities by a tremendous amount. So everything speeds up for you when you're taking care of you. So just make sure that, number one, you're not putting things out of reach and limiting yourself. And number two, that you are allowing your power and your abilities to be fully accessible by taking care of yourself. Okay? You'll see that the more you care for yourself, the more the universe cares for bringing you what you want. Interesting how it works that way, but it does. Okay. Let's get a peek at any additional messages. Prosperity and abundance. Affirmation for positive change. Okay. So, prosperity and abundance to yourself brings change in positive direction. Okay, this is all about a time for self-care and self-love. Do that for yourself. Watch the results. They will be phenomenal. Any other messages for you? And earth magic. Make sure you're grounding yourself. Take a few minutes and go out and just go walk in the earth. Go walk around in nature and go just earthing is what they call it. Go earthing and go just immerse yourself into nature a little bit, okay, and ground yourself and get connected. The heart chakra, okay, I'm seeing go out and play, go out and have fun, get lost in an adventure. Your heart chakra needs some attention and some love from you. From you. But make it a group thing. But make sure you're taking care of you. Alright? Let me know how that resonates, you guys. And if you want to look at your specific situation, feel free to reach out. Much love.